Hey, Jeremy the Tall Trainer here. We're gonna get started. Start with a jog or jumping jacks. All right, I'll let you choose one or the other there. All right, so we are gonna get started on a workout in which my wrist is broken or otherwise out of commission. All right, and so we kind of in our injury series here, a bit. Because it happens. It happens. Life happens. And so you go, okay, well, now I can't work out. Well, maybe not. Maybe you can still work out. All right? And so we're going to go through a resistance training workout with a broken wing. Won't you take these broken wings? That's got in my head. All right, so learn to fly again. All right, we will learn to fly again. All right, so when you have an injury, it's a temporary thing for part of your body. All right, represents 1/10 of who you are at the most. All right, and so you can figure a way to get around that. Go ahead and tap back, reach up. So we're gonna do a resistance training workout where we work on trying to get some of the pushing muscles, pulling muscles, so we get the upper body going, even though we're not going to be using this arm. I probably shouldn't hold the timer with that hand. All right, and we're gonna try to get to the legs a bit here too. So for this workout, you're gonna need no equipment except option of a band or a belt. All right, so a belt will work, in this spot. So that's the last exercise in the series there. All right, so we've got a scapular push-up, which is on the elbows, a push-up on your elbows. Kind of interesting thing, so I'll show you that one. We got the hummingbird, really good stuff for the upper back there. We got the extended angle, which is going to work the shoulder and the upper back again. All right, but also work into the legs. Get some really good stuff in the legs. All right, we're going to do that on both sides. And then we finish off with a banded booty bridge. All right, so it's our plan, our activity calendar. All right, and we're going to shoot through that 4 times. 4 times through there, right? All right, I'm gonna do a little crisscross, loosen up the shoulders a little bit before we get started, so that'll be the last of our warm-up exercises here. Oh yeah. So I'm excited about this because a couple of these are exercises I don't do as often, but I know it'd be really, really good for me to do. So I'm pumped. I think I'm gonna be able to get some really good butt cheek work. That's nice. Really good shoulder work, which is good, especially considering if you do have an injury. Cool to be able to work around your shoulders there. Still get some stuff happening there. So I'm excited of some of the core type element that's going to be happening in this workout. So we're not getting some of the superficial stuff like biceps and triceps. You can do that with a sore wrist, but it usually takes some extra equipment to pull something like that off, because you've got to be able to get away from the wrist and not put pressure there. So it's tough to be able to do an elbow bending or an elbow extending exercise if you got something going on. So let's try the scapular push-ups. All right, so we're right in here, we come down at the elbows. All right, what we're gonna do is you're gonna do from the knees there, you drop in and press back out. All right, so that is the exercise right there, dropping in, pressing out. Get that line out of my way there. All right, so I'm gonna cover my toes here a little bit. You can do this on a chair or a coffee table or something like that to make it a little bit easier. What you might notice is you may not be able to move as much as I do. It might be that your shoulders are tight. Oh, that's good. Dropping in, pressing out, like I'm trying to push my elbows into the ground and lift my body up there. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Thought this was supposed to be an easy workout because I got a sore wrist. I can't use my wrist. It's not easy. All right, hummingbird. Hummingbirds, our arms out the side here. Now, when I do the hummingbird, I do like to add a little bit of mobility into my neck. If I'm going to do that, though, got to keep the teeth together, breathing through the nose, and not straining too hard. Strain across the upper back, sure, but not in the neck. Make sure the shoulders are away from the ears, chest is out, getting a big squeeze across back there. So I'm here, I'm in a big squeeze in my shoulders, and I'm gonna look around a little bit. Oh, I like looking up, it's my favorites. Oh boy. This is gonna be good. Squeeze and fluttering, small little movements. Big squeeze down. Make sure your arms don't drop too far in here. Arms are right out the side if you can there. All right. Fluttering. Fluttering. Oh, can I see the ceiling? No, I can't. All right. Coming up. I almost tried to use my wrist. Helpful reminder there. Keep the cue there. All right. So coming on here, we're going elbow to my knee. This arm goes over the top, and I'm looking up towards the ceiling. Now, if I've got the flexibility for it, I can take this lower. All right, I can go down, but I gotta make sure the hip comes with me, so it's not coming over here. Hip dropping in here, turning and reaching, and that's where I'm trying to get this arm out of the way so I can see the ceiling. Oh, there's some tightness in that shoulder that really needs some work there, and my hips. Ooh la la! All right, so weight is on the heel of this front leg. Notice the knee over the foot there. Heel is the farthest thing back on this back leg. Oh, turning and looking. What a combination. What a combination. Trying to have a strong line from my fingertips through my body. Oh, and that's tough in the shoulder. It's a little tight there. Oh. All right, other side. All right, so go elbow to knee, reaching up there, dropping in. I can reach the floor without touching the floor, so because if I have this injury on this side. All right. Ooh. Turning and looking. Turning and looking. Get the arm out of the way. Get out of the way, arm. I can't see the ceiling. So I'm trying to revolve my rib cage, and this knee wants to come with me, but I'm going to use the elbow to kind of keep it pressed back there. Remember, you could be up on the elbow, here as well. So if you want to back it up a little bit, come in there. Now I should be getting some leg work happening in here too. All right. Big work. If I'm gonna make a video, I might as well go for it, right? Yeah. It's my theory anyway. All right. So banded booty bridge. You're gonna have to do one-handed getting into the band here, but it's doable. All right. It's right in there. I drop back. Belt is probably even easier to get into because you can already have that distance set, and you're squeezing out against the belt. All right, so if you don't have a band, a belt will be, actually I think it's even better. All right, dropping down and up. What that belt does is you give you something to press out against, and it gets those glutes to fire up a little bit more. All right, squeezing up and back down. Just up, back down. Whoo! Starts to get alive in there. So the highest part of the booty bridge is the most work. So squeezing the top, abs pulled in, digging those heels down, the best. Now usually feet closer together is tougher for the booty bridge, except when you have a band around the knees there, then keeping a little bit of width keeps some of the difficulty there, all right? All right, rest break, all right? So that was 5 exercises. I'll get out here without the use of my hand. All right. So, still possible to do quite a few good things. That was some good work for me. All right, that was effort, that was challenge. We're gonna do it again. Because the first time through is the easy part. That's the learning part. It hasn't gotten tough yet. You were just trying to figure out how to do it. Now we're gonna get to some serious work, all right? So, scapular push-up is the first one. Make sure you're not sinking up as you do that one. It is just in and out. You're dropping towards the floor and back out, not scrunching up in the neck as that's going, okay? 8 seconds. Would you take this broken wing? All right, here we go. Dropping in, pressing back out. Microphone cable's getting in the way here. There, that'll help a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Hopefully a problem you don't have is microphone cable problems. Dropping in, pressing out. Dropping in, pressing out. Oh yeah, pretty good. Decent work. See, I can even have my hand off the ground and have just my elbow on the ground, right? Now, depending on where you have broken your wrist or something like that, you may not be able to put elbow pressure. All right, if you broke your ulna, you're not going to be able to do that. But usually, if you break your ulna, they're going to lock you up higher than that. All right, and this exercise won't necessarily work in that situation. All right, hummingbird. But the other exercises will. All right, shoulders right in the ears, chest out. Squeezing shoulders down and back. Nice. Good times, good times. Now, the first week of an injury, I don't think you should feel like you have to exercise. When it starts getting over a week, you're already starting the recovery process. You need to figure out how to work your other parts of your body to stay healthy and to stay mentally sane. Whew. There's a lot of discouragement that comes when you hurt yourself. I know, I've done it before. Flutter. Oh, nice. All right, the extended angle. All right, taking that angle and extend it. Oh, drop in and have a good time. Might as well. Drop on by. If you're more flexible you are, the easier this one is to do. All right, so I got some tight spots, so I get to fight against them a little bit. Oh, toward the ceiling, reaching through the fingertips. Heel is back leg is straight. Weight on the heel, pressing this knee out, abs pulled in. Isn't there no end to things to think about? Oh boy, we got 8 seconds. Yes. Oh, yeah, the legs working a little bit too. It's good stuff. Right, coming down. Fix my backdrop there. Big reach. Woohoo! Turning. The shoulder feels tighter on this side. Sometimes you can spot things like that. Straighten that back leg. Heels pressing down, knees out. Sinking those hips in. All right, don't make the mistake of having your hips popping up here. Sinking in. Get the best hip work and the shoulder work. Revolve, try to look under the armpit, under the tricep up towards the ceiling. My armpit and tricep aren't moving out of the way like I want them to. Tight. All right, booty bridge. Banded booty bridge. All right. Loop it on the foot. So I lose a little bit of time getting the band on, but it's all right. It's worth it for the benefits of the exercise. Squeezing up, coming down a little bit, pressing back up. Down and up. Again, I think a belt is probably a little bit easier to get into because the loop's gonna be wider. All right. So you want to be wide enough where your feet and knees are maybe about hip width and maybe a little bit wider apart. You can squeeze apart real nice. You can feel those glutes firing up. Squeeze the top of that real hard. That's the best work there. Make sure your neck doesn't get involved though, right? Neck tries to get involved with everything. Mind your own business, neck. All right, good. Rest break. Yes. Is that allowed? Can I wipe a little sweat with my finger? Does that still count as not using my wrist? All right. So I am still resting my wrist, but my body is getting work, and that feels good. That feels good when you've got some of that like that going on. Say great ways to get off the floor. Maybe I should mention that. My favorite way to get off the floor with injuries is usually more like a lunge position there, all right? So you come down into there. This one actually I would do opposite, so I could lunge down, park a hip down there, and come down, lay back, and I come up, roll through, and come up that way. All right, scapular push-up time. Back to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Oh. Get that cable out of the way. There we go. The bane of my existence there. Dropping in, pressing out. Top is some good fun there. Holding like an ultimate plank at the top. That's easy. Not. There are some other options you could do instead of the scapular push-up if you're immobilized to the elbow, but this is really focused more on immobilized at the wrist. A wrist injury, not the elbow injury as much. Oh. All right, hummingbird. Shoulders away from the ears, chest out. Sometimes when I do ones like this, I try to imagine I'm like that figure on the front of a ship, crashing through the waves. Right on the bow of the ship there. I am the mermaid. Squeeze those shoulders back. Oh, the flutter. The upper back work. When you're doing this, it's probably best to keep your feet on the floor. If you lift your feet too much, you're in danger of arching your back too much. You can lift your feet, but you gotta make sure you're not arching your back. Your abs are pulled in, glutes are tight as you're doing this. Oh, this hummingbird's a tough one. Down the elbows. Pop up to knees. Another way to get up. Boom. Right in here. Alright. Reaching back here. Get your big stance. Get the reach. Sink into it if necessary. Oh, yeah. Love it. Sinking in. Oh, yeah. Turn and look. Look under the arm, up towards the ceiling. Sinking in with the hips. You could also do in this arm position here too. We already did the hummingbird, so I want to try to catch a little more armpit stretch. That's why we chose this arm position here. Oh yeah. Here we go. Stepping in, reaching, sinking. Looking underneath that arm. Yep. So, anytime we do a modified workout of any type, I want to make sure you don't feel like you're getting shortchanged. And I hope you're not. Because I don't have a wrist injury right now. And I don't feel shortchanged. Oh. Oh, come on, Norm. Stay up there. It's twitching. Banded booty bridge. All right. Oh. You're up. And pop it up. There we go. Drop it in, squeezing up. I'm gonna go a little wider apart with my feet. Kind of wish I had a belt so I could squeeze out harder. Oh my goodness, the amount of glute spasm you can get with a belt is insane. It's wonderful. Abs pulled in, squeezing up. Who doesn't want a more fabulous hiney? I want a more fabulous hiney. And it's already fabulous. Squeeze it up. Squeeze it up. All right, a rest break. A rest break there. A rest break, I say to you. All right, I'm gonna cheat and move my microphone with my hand here. There we go. Maybe that'll save me from the cable. All right, one more set. One more set of these, all right? So we're gonna get after it one more time. Scapular press action. Hummingbird, oh. Extended angle, oh. And the banded booty bridge. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Sculpting to the max. Do this one a few times a week. You can't help but get stronger there. Remember, scapular push-up you could do from your knees or from a chair to make it a little bit easier, all right? Dropping in and out. Keep those abs tight. Seconds. We'll try to make this tougher than the last round. Try to make it this toughest round of the day. Focus. Trying to rest at the bottom. You're not getting enough work then. So hang out in that work. Hang out in the work. Hummingbird. Hummingbird. I'm humming. That was actually my arms making that noise. Did you hear them? They were going so fast. If you're going to look around, remember, keep your teeth together. Breathing through the nose. I'm talking, so I can't quite do that. But it would be better if I did. Don't strain your neck if you're going to look around. Just move it a little bit. This is tummy time right here. Babies have a head 3 times our size, basically, compared to their bodies. And they do this. And that's how they build pretty good posture. And we can rebuild some of that posture by doing a little bit of what they do. Looking around. Squeezing their shoulders. Squeeze their shoulders. Ah. Oh, all right. To the angle. To the angle. Oh, yeah. Sweatville population me. Doing good. Sinking in here. Reaching. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to go down a little more. Because why not? I'm going to turn a little more. Because why not? Get that good long reach. Try to straighten the elbow. Straighten the shoulder. Reach that shoulder back. Turn and look. 15 seconds. Come on. Squeeze the glute as you're doing it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Leg work. We're here for leg work, too. Upper body, abs, and legs. Oh, yeah. Oh. That's a slice of heaven. Slice of heaven right there. Woo. Down. Stretch. Reach. Fire up the hip there. Reach the arm back. Turn and look. It's easy for me to talk, right? So busy working, I can't tell you anything. Get that reach. Keep it up. Sink a hip in. You know this is a yoga exercise, right? I don't know why yoga has got such an easy rep. Alright, banded booty bridge. Last shot. Oh, down I go. Gear up. Oh, those are my best transitions right there. Right there, got more booty bridge time because of that. Look at me. Minimizing transitions is a helpful thing in a workout like this, because you do get more work that way. Especially if you find yourself not tiring out before the window's up. I'm gonna squeeze the top for this last one. Last 20 seconds, I'm holding the top. You can join me if you want. Squeezing the top, squeezing out. Squeezing the top, squeezing out. Abs, glutes. Come on, glutes. I need you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Unhook that sucker. Whew. I'm gonna go right into stretch here. Let's do the hip stretch. One that we usually do a lot of times, grabbing the leg. But we'll do it this way right here. So I'm leaning towards that foot. So I got kind of a 90-degree bend in both legs here. And I'm leaning towards that front leg. Stretching the hip. All right, so there's a lot of modifications to stretches we do. If we use the wrist for grabbing in a stretch, a lot of times there's a different stretch we could do also. All right, other side. Oh, yeah. Leaning on that. Now, as you're doing this one, you're going to try to lean towards your shoe. So right now I'm leaning towards my knee. The more I lean towards my shoe, the more stretch I will feel. So the more I bring that foot in front and lean towards my shoe, kind of push myself that direction, the more hip stretch I get on that side. All right? Come up. We'll hit a little hamstring. A little hamstring stretch. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Nice. Just felt like a whistling kind of stretch, you know? So stick your chest out, stick your butt out, back is straight, and you're tipping into it. All right? We'll go other side here. Chest out, butt out, tipping into it. Feel it all on the back of my leg, basically from my heel all the way up. If you're not feeling it, just tip more. Just tip more. Stick that tailbone out more. Lean over more until you get a little bit of something there. All right. Last one we'll do is shoulders. All right, shoulders and chest. You're gonna want to kind of keep this area moving while you recover the wrist. What happens a lot of times is people just start going for walks and runs when they have an upper body injury. And that's fine, but you're missing opportunities. Most likely you didn't injure everything in your upper body. So you want to use what you can. Use what you can while you can. I'm going to hold it through this. Use my face to push the button. Squeeze down, squeeze back. Do an extra 30 seconds on that. So a lot of times we're stretching, when we're doing the short stretches, we hold about 30 seconds, for each one there. That's a short little duration. Shoulders down, chest out, pushing it forward, dropping those shoulders. Oh. All right. So, there you go. A workout, got some good pouring sweat if you have an injury, all right? So you can still manage to do something. So hopefully this recovers, you can do lots more things. But in the meantime, you can do something. Focus on what you can do, not on what you can't do right now. And you'll be much more successful. All right, have fun, be safe. God bless.